What's up, my friends? Halftime, Packers, Green Bay. Packers, Cardinals. It was a fun first half. Honestly, I thought it was going to be a little bit different, but like low scoring. Good first half. Usually, I like to do the show before the Thursday night game, but plans change, and I got a guest with me today. It's one of my good friends. He's got a great football mind. He's a former college quarterback. He's getting into coaching, so I'm gonna bring on my friend Mason. Mason, welcome to the show. I'm glad you're joining us. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me. Super excited to talk some ball.
Yeah, we've been going back and forth every single week, just with our picks, just talking football, and you've been pretty spot on with your stuff. Kind of surprising me, but
I know,
that's why I wanted to have you on.
surprising myself, but it's fun
Yeah,
just to look at the spreads, everything like that.
yeah, you know your stuff. So you got any notes from last week? Like anything you want to touch back on last week? Because it
Last
was a
week,
crazy week.
it was a crazy week, and I was scared to pick on a lot of these games just because spreads were big, money
Yeah, they
line
were.
huge. But Browns hit, Packers hit, Falcons, Pats, Raiders, and Colts. I had all of that. Only reason I felt good picking the Colts last
Yeah,
primetime game, as we all know, they've been electric. So
yeah.
anytime
It was a good week. The Chiefs killed me last week. It was my first down week since like week like 4, but we're back. Like it's a new week. I'm ready to get back into it. So
yeah,
it should be fun. You ready to dive into these Sunday games?
scary.
Wait, before we dive into these Sunday games,
Okay,
AJ Dillon
bro, Boston College, baby.
pounding the rock. He was just like trucking
Dude,
everyone.
short yard back. He's
Yeah.
he's awesome.
All right, let's get into these Sunday games. First game, we got the Bengals off of an awesome win in Baltimore. Head to the Jets with the most generic quarterback, Mike White, starting. What are your thoughts on this game?
Um, I mean, I feel like the public is gonna be heavy on the Bengals. I don't think the
Yeah,
spread is big enough for them right now, especially with the Jets starting a new quarterback.
yeah,
Um, I mean, it seems like a tricky one, but honestly, I would go Bengals here.
yeah. I was nervous like after looking forward for this in this spot for the Bengals because it was all like one of the biggest wins in Bengals history last week at the Ravens, going on back on the road against like literally like the worst team in the league or one of the worst teams. But like I always say, Zach Wilson's only getting better. But Mike White, like I don't see the Bengals having any problem here. They should roll. Maybe a little bit of a slow start, but like they should roll and cover this with ease. And I have no real feeling on the total. I don't really think the Jets could score enough points to like keep up with this total. I think the Bengals cover with ease and this stays under slightly.
Yeah, I like
All
it.
right, we'll move on to the Dolphins, who are a mess, and I'm so low on. I hate the Dolphins. Head to Buffalo. Another big spread. We're getting big spreads every single week, but that's the football is changing as a sport. We're getting more faster offense. It's turning more into college every single week. So, yeah, the Bills are laying 2 touchdowns at home, but I think it's very warranted. And I don't know if they're going to cover, but I think it is warranted. What do you think?
I don't know if they're gonna cover either. Two scores is a lot in any NFL game,
Yeah,
but the Bills in Buffalo, it's a hard environment to play in, especially with just
agreed.
a shaky Miami program right now. I mean, I Bills are definitely winning this game, no doubt,
Yeah,
but
100%.
spread, so it's a little nerve wracking. I don't know if I'd fade it, but something to think about.
The reason I would like lean with the Dolphins and the points is because like Tua's kind of on the hot seat. Like he talking to all the Deshaun Watson trade rumors. Like he's got to like, and he hasn't really proved that he is the guy. So he's running out of time. He's got to like go now. So
And
yeah, I would definitely lean Dolphins and the points. But at the end of the day, the Bills are going to win this game at home.
yeah,
Maybe a little backdoor situation, but I'm not getting involved with a 14-point spread,
I'd throw that one.
especially like
Maybe a
you
little,
throw that one what?
maybe a little teaser. Tease the
Yeah.
Dolphins up a lot.
Yeah. Shout out Corey Nolan who is tuning in. So thanks for tuning in, Corey Nolan. All right, Titans. This game actually opened. Titans were favorites, but quickly money came in on the Colts, and which I think this game should be more of like a pick 'em, like or -1. I think the Titans get it done though on the road, especially after a big primetime win. But the Titans are also coming off of a massive win versus Kansas City. But I do think the Titans will get it done. What do you think?
I think this is going to be a great game. I like the spread being so close. Like you said, I think it should be a pick 'em. I don't think there should be a favorite.
Yeah,
I think both
yeah.
teams are kind of finding their identity. Um,
Hmm.
Titans are like kind of struggling with some injuries and Julio just before, but they've got the weapons outside and inside on offense. So it's a good defense too.
Yeah,
But
I'm not sure. Taylor Lewan didn't play last week, right?
I think he got hurt, or was
Yeah, I
it?
know he got hurt. He got hurt in the Buffalo game, but I don't think he came back. Yeah, I think he's like
I mean, he was
I don't
out.
know. No, he's out. He's out. He's out. He's out. But still, they got the offensive weapons and the defense stepped up big time, which is why I didn't like the Titans versus Kansas City last week, is because I didn't think the defense could make those clutch third down stops. And they shut down Mahomes, whether that's just the Chiefs absolutely sucking or the Titans being probably a little bit of both. But I do think the Titans will get it done. I took their spread and I teased them up through 10 or 9 or 10. And I think it's going to be closer to way.
Yeah, I like that though.
Yeah. Okay. Another massive spread. Rams on the road. And they should have no problems. Like, I know this is a big spread to lay, especially on the road, and the Rams didn't cover last week in Detroit, but Detroit's a lot feistier than the Texans, who are just like bad and already starting to trade assets. I think the Rams handle them completely. What do
Yeah,
you think?
I agree. Rams offense is unstoppable and their defense is just as good. So Rams handle them. Texans can't really hang.
Yeah, I love the Rams. You know that. I think I picked the Rams to win the Super Bowl preseason. They haven't really shown any signs of slowing down, except for that hangover after beating the Bucks against the Cardinals team, who are the best team in the league right now. So it is what it is. I think the Rams cover this spread. I think the Rams roll in Houston. All right, this should be an interesting game. Nice AFC North battle. Low total should be fairly low scoring between these two teams who don't really have much offensive identity, but obviously the Steelers are a very defensive team, and the Browns like to ground and pound and just run the clock. Baker's coming back. Jarvis is back. Odell's back. I think this is going to come down to like a final possession. So I don't know if I could lay the 3.5 with Cleveland, even at home.
Yeah, I agree. Both defenses are probably the strong suits of both teams here. Um, Browns being a home team. I mean, like you said, I like the Steelers in a plus 3.5 here, just because I think it's going to be like a 20-17,
Yeah,
25
100%.
game. So,
Yeah,
and honestly, I'd probably take the under here too. I
yeah,
don't.
I would take the under. Even though this total is low, I would definitely take the under. I actually passed this game completely. I didn't tease anything. I mean, teasing uh you can get a 7 point teaser, Steelers up through 10, like that should be safe, but at the same time, um Cleveland, I feel like I might just be like in my mind, but I still feel like Cleveland has that firepower offense, like can score quick, which they showed flashes of, but like that's just not their identity. They're just like slow play, check that, like dig over the middle of Odell corner, like nothing,
Yeah,
no big like bombs over the middle, but like which I think they could be, but they're just not.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so Steelers, I think keep it close. All right, I think the Lions win this game. What do you think?
See, it's just I don't know. I mean, I guess no team is gonna go winless. I don't think
Yes.
so. If the
And the
line,
Eagles suck, man. The Eagles.
they do.
I try to like the Eagles, and I was like more of a like on the higher on the Eagles coming into the season, and like going into the season. I bet them last week versus Vegas, and they just didn't cover at all. And they just like are showing no signs of improving. They're showing no sign. They're so boring on offense. They have no running game, and if you watch the Eagles, I always say All they do is throw deep, and I don't know why, because that's not how you win football games.
No,
The defense is like okay, but like it's not good, and they're just a boring, bland team. And Nick Sirianni's like, I feel like he's on the hot seat already as a coach.
I
I
think
don't know what to make of this Eagles team.
they have Miles Sanders in the backfield who they don't use enough. Like
They don't use, just
they,
don't use him.
they need to put the ball in his hand.
Like he is a good, objectively good football player, and they just don't use him.
I think if they offensively scheme around him more, and for whatever reason this is the week, then I think they'll win. But if not, then I think the Lions can win the game if they play a good game.
Yeah, like honestly, the Lions have been in every single game except for the one that they got blown out by the Bengals like two weeks ago, and then last week they played so good versus the Rams, but the Rams are just so much better than them. Like they did everything right, and the Rams just were a better football team, and
Yeah.
they're at home again. It's back-to-back weeks at home against that. They know they can win this game. Like they have talent. Like they have DeAndre Swift is literally one of the best fantasy running backs. Like usually on bad teams, they don't have like good fantasy players, but wow, the half's already starting. But they
Flag him.
have. Oh, you're ahead of me. Don't ruin it for me. All right, do you have anything in this game?
No, I was scared of this game.
Yeah,
I just
for good reason. Yeah, but I think the Lions can get it done. Moving on to the next game. This is just not the last game because this is the next game. I hate this game. I hate the Panthers. I
yeah,
hate the Falcons.
love hate relationship over there.
Yeah. You know, the Panthers are my favorite team. They are just a different team without Christian McCaffrey on the field. Like, completely different. Literally, like, I think him just being not on the field changes the whole culture of the team because the defense, which looked amazing the first 3 weeks, is just not looking like the same. And Sam Darnold is just looking like Sam Darnold. And I was so high on him, and he's just like, give me Deshaun Watson at this point, but we're not getting him. And what do you like here? I don't like anything here. I don't like anything.
I mean, I don't either. If anything, I would take the Panthers on the opposite side of the spread here just because they have the potential to be good. I feel like they definitely can be. Sam Darnold can play well, but I don't know. I mean, the Falcons also are kind of starting to click a little bit on offense. So it makes
which they do every single year.
right. But
they show their flashes, and then there's like, okay, we're the Falcons.
Exactly.
Every single year. But I did tease the Panthers up. I love how much the Packers defense is playing because they needed to do this.
They're balling. And Aaron Rodgers is born for this game. So
and I took Packers money line. So let's go. Pick? No way.
I've heard how much time is on your game?
Kyler's like getting sacked right now.
Oh yeah. All right, lock in.
All right, I gotta like hold on. I'm taking this off the screen. Is it a pick six?
Little live reaction.
Little live reaction. All right. Kyler drops back. Little 7-step. What was that? He threw it too hard.
Dude, hard as ever.
He took too many steps in his drop back. He was like
to throw a screen. He just dropped.
Yeah. Let's go, Pack. All right, we got to move on to the 49ers, 4-point favorites in Chicago. I think the 49ers cover this game.
I agree. I think the Bears Justin Fields is, I don't know. They're trying to figure it out. The whole team is kind of just almost scrambling, it seems like. The Bears are always being talked about. Justin Fields is always being talked about, but week by week, he continues to just let everyone down.
The only thing that the Bears have going for them is their head coach, Matt Nagy, is out with COVID. So he's a detriment to their team. So that might actually give whoever the play caller is, like, or whoever the head coach is, like a competent like mind to run a football team. And like it's just not it's gonna make them better. So
Yeah.
I still think the 49ers will cover this game. And yeah, that's it. Moving on to the Pats, your Pats, on the road in San Diego, in Los Angeles. I mean, I don't think this ends well for the Patriots. How do you think this ends?
I mean, as a Pats fan, I'm not going to be biased, but Mac Jones has progressively been playing better. But no, I don't think they can hang with the Chargers this year.
Big bounce back for the Chargers.
Justin Herbert is just like straight up elite. Our defense is good, but our secondary is struggling a little bit. We just lost Jonathan Jones to injury, so I think the Chargers cover. I don't think it's going to be a blowout, but
No.
spread. I think that's pretty easy for the Chargers.
I already moneyline parlayed the Chargers with like a big favorite to get them like cheaper. I think I'm gonna bet Chargers first half because off that bad loss in Baltimore, bye week back at home, I do think they'll come out hot and take advantage of a charge. Why can't they score? Okay, I do think the Chargers will come out hot and make it happen at home. All
I
right, moving on to
like
what
that.
you say?
I
You
like
like
the
that what? The over?
yeah, I do because the
All
Pats
right,
are cooking, so I think they're going to
yeah.
score.
All right. Jacksonville heads to a Seattle team who would have won the last 2 weeks if Russell Wilson was on the field. Sadly, he's not. Geno Smith is still at quarterback, but I still think they will cover the spread. 2 straight weeks at home, kind of embarrassing primetime loss. They could have won that game.
Yeah, I agree. I think Russell Wilson obviously makes a huge difference, but unpopular opinion, definitely going against the popular vote here. But I think the Jags are going to win this game, and I really couldn't tell you why. But I think the Seahawks with Geno Smith, like after 2 losses, maybe even 3 with Geno behind center, I think the offense is going to struggle to trust them, and they're going to just not be able to put points on the board, and the Jags are just gonna sneak by with a win here. But
Yeah,
that's a
I
hot take
mean,
of the week. So
I don't hate that take. I don't hate that take because I could see it, but I do think the Seahawks will get it done, and I did bet the Seahawks -3. All right, football team heads to Denver. I teased football team up. I think the football team couldn't win this game because they've just been bad and they're only going to get better. Denver's proven to just be not good, and I don't know why they're always just favored every other week. But what do you think?
I like the tease on the football team. Like you said, they're just getting better. They have a defense that can potentially play great, and against the Broncos offense that struggles, I think I like the football team here.
Yeah, consensus football team. All right, Sunday night football. Cowboys head to Minnesota, who is now 2.5 point favorites off of the Dak Prescott news. He'll not be playing. Touchdown Packers?
Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
you probably didn't
Jackson,
know that because that was just now. Yeah, Jack's not playing. Packers score? Who scored? No, actually, don't tell me. Let me watch.
I won't watch it.
Let's go, Pack. Dude, I got hate from my friends. What a throw!
What a
Are you
cat.
kidding me? That throw?
By the vet,
Wait, what
Randall.
was the flag?
I don't know, but I really hope it's on the defense because I picked up Randall Cobb in fantasy this week.
Oh, word. Yeah. So, what do you think of the Cowboys without Dak?
Well, that's news to me because I had Cowboys +2.5.
Yeah, I did too.
Who's their backup?
Cooper Rush.
Sheesh, I don't like it. Definitely not in prime time.
Yeah, that just might be a pass, a full out, all out pass because
Well,
the Cowboys are just proven to be so talented. But I think at the end of the day, it's just a pass.
and Kirk Cousins doesn't win primetime games. So
All right, final game. Yes, he doesn't. Final game of the week. This has potential mega unload for me. What are you thinking?
it's scary.
And
I mean,
you know who I would mega unload on, but what are you thinking?
um, the Chiefs are the Chiefs, like straight up. We know who they are,
We know who they are.
and the Giants are the Giants. So
We know. Don't overthink it.
no, literally, like put your house on the Chiefs.
Okay, I already did. I already did.
Put your
Teased.
life insurance policy on them.
It's this. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter trying to be sharp and get ahead with the Giants, but you got to think back to preseason, think back to your few weeks ago takes. They needed a few weeks. They're gonna figure it out. The Chiefs are going to roll.
Yes.
Like 20, I might like alternate spread -21, like type shit.
I might
But
hit the
like,
over strictly on the Chiefs to cover all of it.
yeah, like Chiefs team total over 52. Yeah, yeah. So I think the Chiefs handle them. Like no questions asked. No Saquon, Daniel Jones in prime time. Like okay, like the Chiefs just got Melvin Ingram. I don't know if he's gonna play to help their defense, but I don't think it matters. I think the Chiefs will roll, and I don't. If okay, this is a 9-point spread, and like the Bills are 14-point favorites over the Dolphins. Like,
Yeah.
and they're both at home. Like, and there's prime time. I think the Chiefs roll. So
Agreed.
that yeah. So that was all the NFL games. Real quick, I'm going to go through 3 college football free plays to give out, which I've been doing every week, and they've been really successful. The free plays I give it on the podcast. All right. Tomorrow night we have Navy heads to Tulsa. Navy is off of a not near win, but a 7-point loss to the number 2 team in the country, Cincinnati, which they kind of were in it the whole time, and they felt that they could have won. So they head to a Tulsa team who is not down this year, but not as good as they were last year. They have an elite defense, and that's basically it. I think if Navy can score 7 points in this first half and just pound the ball, keep the clock running, they'll stay within this number of 6.5. Not overthinking it. Next game, Texas plus 130 on the road at Baylor. Texas should have honestly two more wins than they already do right now. They lost 2 super close games, and they're a good team. I feel like all they have left to play for is a good bowl game, and Baylor I don't think is as good as people make him out to be. They beat Iowa State, who is Iowa State that good? They just beat Oklahoma State, but I don't know. I think these underdogs keep rolling, and I think Texas will get it done in Waco. And my last free play is Kentucky. Who does Kentucky play now that I just forget? Kentucky plays Mississippi State. They're so much better than Mississippi State. They're the number 12 team in the country, I believe. They kept it close with Georgia. Not that close, but close enough versus Georgia, who's on another level. They just rolled LSU 2 weeks ago. Mississippi State's nothing. I think they'll handle them. They're on the road. It's cheap. If you want to take the -1.5, take the -1.5. But that's all I got. Hopefully, we can go 3-0 in these college football week free plays and have another good NFL week, bounce back week. So, Mason, thank you for joining me. Hope we can do it again shortly. It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. Enjoyed it.
Yep.
Thanks.